Standard Games Podcast, episode 20, take 1.
Here we go. And as of right now, we have 10,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And the support on all the other platforms has been insane as well. So thank you guys so much. And
Today, we have FaZe Jasper as a guest, and we had an amazing interview with him. Lots of fun, lots of, let's say, energy in the podcast.
Lots of energy. He's touching the mic quite a lot, which is, well, I mean, you're not really hearing it, but it just says a lot about, well, I think his personality. He's really, I mean, he's been a friend of mine for quite some time. He's a really nice guy and has a pretty cool story, actually. And we're going into a lot of stuff. So, I mean, he's the fittest gamer.
He is the fittest gamer. We talk about how he was able to join FaZe Clan even without actually knowing he was part of it at some point.
Oh, that was
super
fun.
Interesting story, as well as just in general the future of gaming and how that's evolving into more of a healthy thing. So yeah.
Breaking the stigma, that's really what he's
sure.
about. Breaking the stigma between like gamers are not really known for their health and their fitness, and he's really breaking that stigma and really helping gamers get fit. And he games a lot himself as well, and he's really fit. So yeah, enjoy. All right, welcome to the podcast, Jasper.
English. I forgot we're doing this in English. Nice.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good, nice.
I'm okay.
So who is Jasper? Who are you?
Well, my name is Jasper. FaZe Jasper. I do online stuff, influencer stuff. I do online coaching. I work in gaming, in esports. So I try to break the gamer stereotype.
Nice.
That's what I'm about.
Nice. Make gamers as buff as you.
That's what I'm trying.
Is it working?
Yeah.
It looks like it. It looks like the niche is really...
Oh, yeah. It's changing,
Yeah.
for sure. There's a lot of big streamers now and a lot of big personalities in gaming that are very into fitness.
Yeah, I think that's a good change. If you look at
100%.
it. Yeah,
100%.
definitely. But we will definitely get into that a bit later. But we always start with 3 dilemmas.
Okay.
You're only allowed to pick one of the 2 options. That's it. And later we'll actually talk about it.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So the first one, never ever play a game again in your life, or never ever hit the gym again in your life?
Oof. A game is like very broad.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
never do gaming again. Or never fitness again.
Never fitness or never gym? I mean, you know,
Okay. So this,
never work out or never
yeah, to make it easy.
Yeah.
Never work out again or never play a game again.
never play a game again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next one, would you rather focus on the brand Jasper itself or with the face? So really, FaZe Jasper.
Tough one. Right now, I'd rather focus on Jasper as a brand.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get into it in a bit.
That.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
And the last one, with all the knowledge you have right now of starting a clothing brand, would you rather sign a big deal with an existing clothing brand and get monthly income, or really just start all over again and do it yourself, if you would have to start over?
I would do this. I would start my own
Okay.
for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice. So just as it is right now.
Yeah, but well, the clothing that I do is casual. It's like
Yeah. But that could be a deal as well. So you could have like, I don't know, G-Star Rock coming up to you like, yo,
true.
Yeah.
True.
we're gonna pay you.
No,
this.
I like the figuring everything out
Nice.
and doing it yourself kind of thing.
Cool.
All right.
So let's jump back into the first one, gaming or fitness. What made you decide?
Because fitness and working out is so broad, like feeling healthy and feeling good it's super broad and something you would have to maintain for the rest of your life, I think. And gaming is fun, and I was thinking board games as well, and like other like rock paper scissors. But you know, I could live without gaming, but in the end, I couldn't live without feeling
Right.
healthy and working out.
So how many games like gaming? How often do you do it? And fitness as well, working out.
It depends. With the gaming, it depends on the game. If there's a game out that's super fun, then I can really grind, like really play. So, for example, with Warzone, the past year I played so much, but right now it's kind of died out because of a lot of hackers in the game and stuff. So I don't play as much anymore now. But if I'm really into a game, I could easily play like 4, 5, 6 hours a day.
Okay.
And stream as well.
And then sometimes I stream to combine everything, of course.
All right.
And the gym is for me an hour and a half a day. So
6, 7 days a week, or
well,
5?
gym is 5 or 6, depends. And then I play football on Sundays as well.
You're a
Active
busy
rest.
guy.
Well, I like to move around. You know, I
Yeah.
can sit still for a long time, so this will be very hard.
Podcast.
Nice.
No, I'm already like turning the whole time and stuff, so I'm not
All
the
good.
best still sitter. Is that even a word?
Still sitter. I'm also not the best still sitter, but I mean, try to not grab your microphone. Like you're doing that. You're doing it right now.
Oh.
You're doing it right.
Sorry, York.
So next one, the focus on Jasper or face Jasper.
True. Yeah, it's a hard question actually. I never thought about it. FaZe is sick. Like it's such a huge brand, it's such a huge name, and it's cool to be attached to the name. It's a very exclusive thing, and like there's not a lot of people that
No,
are
definitely not.
and have the FaZe name, and so that's cool. But you know, if you don't build something sustainable for yourself in the end, and you know, if FaZe falls off or FaZe decides Jasper, you're not that fun anymore.
Yeah.
See you later. Then you're left with nothing. So
Exactly. So that's something you could keep in mind, but it's more like what your focus is on. Like, do you really want to? Because I think there is room to grow within FaZe still, even though you've
100%.
been there for quite some time. Like,
Yeah.
I think one time they posted something on your birthday, and there were some people like, "Who is this guy?"
100%.
on FaZe.
Yep.
I'm
Even
like-
though I think that the way that what you're trying to do, that could 100% be such a big part of these guys, like on their YouTube channel or whatever.
I agree. It's
They should.
It's very hard though because, and this might sound as an excuse, but living here obviously, and the guys, most of the guys that are super like the big YouTube, the big social influencers,
Yeah.
all in California, LA, or Texas, and you know it's just very hard to, and especially with the gym, you know, if I lived there, you go to the gym with the guys, and there's your content, and there's your,
Yeah.
but here it's all online for one, so that's a barrier.
Yeah.
And then it's just not as easy to get some content out of it. These guys are super busy. You don't want to ask.
That's what we
True.
talked about
Yeah.
as well. I was like, maybe you should like go
Yeah,
there
is that
100%.
something you
Oh no,
consider?
yeah,
grind
no,
for
Moving.
6 months or 3 months because it's the
yeah,
US.
the ESTA,
90 days.
no, 100%. That's the plan. Alleen, nice. Some Dutch in there, but the borders are closed, so you can't go.
Oh yeah, it's still close.
So you really want to go there for 90 days?
If it's open, I'm gone.
but like
you're gone.
for 90 days or like really move there and live
No.
there.
So
for-
that is a whole different story in itself because it's super hard to get a working
True.
visa there, and like, yeah, you have to be super lucky to get
Yeah.
that, and that process takes a long time. But let's say in a fairy tale world, there's an opportunity to go
Yep.
there for a long, 100%. Yes, right now I would. Before I wouldn't because of my girlfriend, but now it's not a girlfriend anymore. So now I would consider it.
all right,
yeah.
yeah, and of
Yeah.
course all the work that you do, you can do from wherever you want.
Oh, yeah, of
right.
course.
Both the gaming, but also clothing and
And
everything.
the clothing and the
Yeah, it doesn't
coaching and
Yeah, it's cool.
it's even better if I do it there. To be honest.
True. Yeah,
So
definitely.
Exactly, that's what I thought. I think you can definitely grow within the FaZe part of Jasper and really become a part of FaZe.
Yeah.
And I think you have to be there for that to happen.
yeah, 100%.
And on the other hand, yeah, you could focus on Jasper as well because it's just it's just which way you want to go. But it sounds like FaZe, it fits with what you want to do. It fits with breaking the gamer stereotype.
Yep.
So I would say go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Once
Sick.
the opportunities come, I'm like always
Nice.
talking to the guys and like knowing like I'm not the biggest part of FaZe, you know, and it's a super fast growing brand with a lot of people that
Yeah.
are growing really fast. So when I talk to management, they're like, yeah, we'd love to do stuff, but it's very hard what to do for one because you're over there, and then their focus is on the guys that
Yeah.
you know matter in a sense more. Obviously, they bring in the bigger deals and
course.
the bigger things. So, but I tried to do my thing with some branding stuff that we have. Like I did a video with Beats. You probably saw that video.
Yeah.
It was so stuff like that I tried to do, and that was it was actually kind of random. But I was in Manchester with My Protein at the time, and they were shooting with Manchester City in the same weekend, and I didn't know. So I was there in Manchester, so I hit up the guys. I'm like, I'm in Manchester, the hell? So they invited me over to this club, and there was a bunch of City players and stuff. It was really
Yeah,
strange.
I've seen that. That was epic.
And then they're like, "Oh, we're shooting tomorrow at the training ground, so come over." So that was
Yeah, that's
that
that. Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Like stuff
Yeah.
like that. You
So
know,
you should definitely do it. But also, I think you could be like sort of the, which we also saw. We wanted to get into this. There was Face Fitness online.
Yeah.
But they changed that to,
Fit Gamer University.
yeah, exactly.
I changed that.
But that was recently,
Yeah, kinda.
like past year somewhere.
Yeah, because Face Fitness started in 2015. It was I had that idea to combine fitness and gaming, and they had that similar idea, and I kept emailing them about this idea that I had. I was a Face fan, so I played games and I watched Face online. It was like trick shotting, super cool and everything. So I kept emailing them, and they didn't get an answer, obviously. And then one day I got an answer like, "Oh yeah, we're already working on something similar." So I'm like, bummer, whatever. Through another guy, Sensei, the guy that I did Face Fitness with in the end, he did a challenge on his personal channel to help 5 fans get in shape or something. So I said like, "Hey, I don't have to be I'm already in good shape, but maybe I can help you help them." And then he's like, "Oh, cool, yeah, sure, help me out." And then that kind of started everything.
Oh, that's epic.
So then
Yeah.
I started helping with Face Fitness and help him because he wasn't a social media guy at all. So he kind of just rolled into the whole thing, like not knowing what the hell was going on. He didn't know anything about YouTube, or COD or whatever. And so I helped him out with the YouTube uploads, the thumbnails, the titles, how everything worked.
Because you've been on YouTube for quite some time as well.
Yes.
Like-
I uploaded my first YouTube video in 2010 or something.
Yeah, you were more active then than you are maybe now.
100%. 100% with the gaming videos.
The gaming videos.
Yeah, it was
100%,
gaming videos back
yeah,
then.
yeah.
It was like COD montages and like edits and
But
stuff.
you still did like the upload things and the edits and the thumbnail. So yeah, you definitely added some value there, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. And I started making videos for the channel as well in the gym here with a fucking small ass GoPro 3 or something, like super low budget. But anyways, we started that, and then Phase, which is not a very big priority for Phase. And there was a lot of stuff with new management and like old CEOs and a whole lot of shit there in LA that they had to deal with. So Face Fitness was kind of like a side project, but not really being pushed. So we decided we left it for like 3 years doing nothing pretty much and focused on our own channels. And then we decided like, hey, maybe we can rebrand it and do it ourselves, but it just didn't work really.
Yeah, because you changed the name, but I don't think a lot of new content came out.
No, exactly.
No,
I think we
it just-
posted 1 or 2 videos and then
Yeah.
it was already like,
Oh, those are done offline as well because the last
Yeah,
post
there's
was
nothing
like 4
online.
years ago.
yeah, exactly. So,
So-
yeah, we probably
But is the plan to actually regrow it and actually reactivate it, or
not
is it
right
now?
now. No,
Okay.
I'd rather focus on my own video. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even posting myself, so
I think it's funny because we had Jorg as a guest a few weeks ago, and we basically asked the same question: like, do you want to become a big part of the Brownie brand or have your own brand? And I think he also said like, well, of course, first grow into the Brownie brand, become really big, but that, once you do that, a lot of opportunities arise because at that point you
100%.
can really say, okay, now I'm going to go my own way, or
you have
stay
some
with the
basis
brand, right?
to go your own way.
I would say that is the exact same answer as Jasper, but then in a way that Jorg, for example, could be growing. He's more like a big part here, like real, like he's beside me. He is
Exactly.
growing. So if it would be that easy to be in Phase, like I can like become a big part of Phase or like 10% of Phase right now. Obviously, I would do it, and then grow your own brand as well simultaneously. But
Yeah, exactly.
right now, it's so hard to get into because of like everything that's going
Yeah,
on.
the distance and-
because
yeah, of course.
these guys are so big. It's like crazy.
No, yeah, it's like every time I have people like on the street or whatever, you
Yeah.
tell them, "Oh, I got an Instagram and like 80,000 followers. What the hell?" And like that's not that much. Like I know a bunch of people that have 10 million followers.
Yeah,
you know,
these guys
so
are big.
Yeah, they're really big.
it's like it's next level high.
yeah,
Like influencer, not even a real word anymore. It's like celebrity status.
definitely.
Basically.
All right, so we had one more dilemma before we go into all the
Oh,
other
yeah,
questions that we have, and that was about the clothing brand.
Oh, yeah.
And you said I would do it myself because I like figuring everything out myself.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about the whole journey of setting up the clothing brand? And
Which
yeah.
is called relentless effort, by the way.
Yes, I mean, it sounds super complicated when you ask it, but it was just like I always wanted to do it. I wanted to, in a way, tell a story through clothing and have some fun with it and try it out. I didn't want to do merch, as in Face Jasper merch.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something that had a story and had something of kind of motivational value, I guess, to it. So I just went on Alibaba and just tried out a bunch of fabrics and a bunch of things, and obviously had the concept in mind, what I kind of wanted to do, and then was figuring out the name and the whole how I wanted to set it up. But it's been a good journey. It's been a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's good quality as well. I've got
Yeah,
I got a few, and
yeah.
they're nice.
The first one was kind of trash, but the problem for me was that I waited too long with doing it.
Yeah.
So once I got like a hoodie that was nice. It was okay. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Can I swear? Fuck it.
Yeah, you can
Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, fuck it, let's go. Let's just put this out. It's good enough to be put out, and then
Yeah.
I'll have the ball rolling. And the quality on the second one and the shirts after and the hoodies after was so much better.
Yeah, the white one with the
With
take the
the-
risk on it.
Allow the unexpected. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
on the
exactly.
back,
That was epic.
Yeah,
I think-
that's favorite. People still message me about when they come back, but I always do the one round and
the
then
one
they're
thing, yeah,
gone.
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, I think it's funny what you said about the fabric. I once had a little project with a friend of mine. He's a gymnast, Olympic gymnast, and we thought, let's start a clothing brand. And the first thing that the suppliers from Alibaba asked us, like, okay, so what percentage of like cotton and spandex
Yeah.
and everything you want? And we were like,
Dude,
I have
don't know.
no clue. I just ran it like to the closet. Every sport shirts I like, I just looked into the label. Like, what is
Yeah.
this? Like, how was that for you? Did you have any knowledge?
Oh,
or-
I went to Zara
Yeah.
and like a couple other stores, and I felt just like fabrics. Bought the hoodies, sent them to China, and they're like, "Make this." I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, that's smart, yeah.
And I
nice.
got the exact. It was crazy. I got the first sample. I was like, "This is the same."
It was
This
actually
is
good because the
insane,
first sample we had was completely off. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like it didn't even look like what they were supposed
But
to.
probably
make.
because you didn't like he even sent it.
True. No, but
That's
they
a
did
smart
send
thing
us
to
like
do.
photos or like this is what it will look like, and it just was completely
Yeah,
different.
so
Yeah.
that's always good. But I think it's
It's
smart that you
finding
send
the-
it. Like,
Yeah.
they could feel
Definitely.
it themselves.
Yeah, I
Like
think it's-
one of my friends who used to work for Gymshark, he said like, just buy every size, send it over, and be like, this is the sizing that I like. This is the
Yeah,
material.
that's good.
It's a good starting base. Obviously, you can adjust some things that you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the colors or how big everything is.
Oh, but it's such a it's always sounds so epic and it's such a crazy journey most of the time. But the profit to be made there is so hard in clothing. 'cause
Oh,
it's-
you have to
it
move
sucks
mad numbers to
Yeah.
make a
Yeah.
lot of money.
because of the amount of competition as well. But everyone is selling it for so cheap. Like a hoodie for $30, you can get that sometimes. And I'm like, how do you even make a profit
Yeah.
when shipping that to the US or when shipping that even somewhere?
Dude, it's crazy. The margins are not even that big. Only if you go like $80 a hoodie, but I don't want to do that.
No,
Like,
no.
I,
Yeah.
I do the hoodies for 55. I think that's a safe number.
I thought that was a very safe number as well. I was like, that sounds like that's probably what the average people is a max for what they want to pay, and then you're still gonna be leaving with a like I don't know a margin that's not even that thick.
No, not at all. After taxes and stuff, like
No.
you get just no.
Yeah.
So you
And then
need-
I pay like because US shipping is so expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's like 20 to 24, like around that.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy. Who wants to spend 55 on a hoodie and then 25 on the shipping?
Yeah.
And then you have like duty costs.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's like you buy a pretty much $100 hoodie if you're
Yeah.
unlucky.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried to like even cut back on the margins and pay for some shipping.
or have like some guys from FaZe actually have a bit of stock over there so they can send it from the
Yeah,
US.
I don't have that much stock anyway. So.
That is true,
And I
yeah.
like the
The process of sending it.
the process of
Yeah. The funny thing with clothing, I think, is there's two ways to make a lot of money. One is have a lot of volume. The other one is really build your brand bigger and bigger and bigger, so you can really start asking a premium. If I think about the Gadji brand, so from Iman, he just he has such a hardcore fan base that he can charge pretty high prices for shirts and everything, and the margins are really good.
Yeah.
Just because they will buy whatever he puts out.
That's crazy.
So that's sort of like, I think combined with the second dilemma, if you grow the brand more and more and more, you can slowly start actually charging more.
I mean, it makes sense if you look at like a brand like Baller or something. I mean,
Exactly.
it's a good brand and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
sell shirts for €100. I'm like,
130, 150.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not even crazy there, no. And I think lots of people. I mean,
it's
at some point, yeah,
there
it's
is a
hard.
market for
Yeah.
it, but I
Yeah.
mean, if I have to sell like, I wouldn't call it a fan base, but like to the people that follow you, like for me, it's very tough to be like, oh, here's an $80 shirt. It's cool because I made it. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't buy it myself if it was $80. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard. I mean, it's always clothing is epic, but if you want to get into it, make sure you do your research because it's going to be taking a lot of time
Yeah.
and a lot of money.
Or find a business that actually does it for you.
Yeah,
And
drop shipping.
but then, well, drop shipping, or just have like people who are professionals. If
At
you have a
the-
strong
yeah.
brand, they can, they can use your name, and of course you have to say yes, this is good. But then your margins are even smaller
margins-
I
because
mean,
they will get
how
the
much
cut.
did it take? 20%?
Yeah.
Yeah, so third parties. I mean, working. Merch is fun. I sell it for not a lot. I don't even promote it. It's just below my YouTube videos
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a shelf. Because of if there is a market, it makes no sense to not do it.
No, 100%.
So there's a market, but I'm not promoting it at all because like the margins are seriously low because I just tried to sell them as cheap as possible so everyone that wants to get them can get
Yeah.
them as cheap as possible. And like I think there's margins on phones, which is like phone cases. I think they have like a margin of $1 for me.
Yeah.
Not even. So I don't.
But again, it's a choice, right? Do you want to do it because it's cool that all your fans and people who follow
Yeah,
you
that's
actually
cool.
get
Yeah,
your merch?
100%.
Or do you do it because
Yeah.
you want to make a shit
And it's
ton of
more
money?
for you. It's more of a merch thing too. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
Oh
it's
no,
fine.
no, it's 100% a merch
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like it is merch.
It's not like
Yeah.
a.
It's not the
brand,
same
like,
as
no, no,
it's not
no.
even like
Yeah.
because it's also
Yeah.
done by a third party. So
So that's why it's like it's okay to be cheap and like to have. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
make
But it's
it
also
accessible.
cool, right? To have people have
Oh,
your
100%.
clothing and your
Dude,
merch.
that's
there's a higher
Yeah.
chance of someone like
Yeah,
seeing
in the
someone
gym with
with
a
your
brownie shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
with your hoodie or something with if it's like $50 instead of $100, there's a higher chance you're gonna run into
yeah,
someone.
did you ever run into someone wearing
Oh
your
yeah,
merch?
100%.
That's cool.
There's a lot of people in Eindhoven where I live that bought it, like through friends or like people that live in Eindhoven that follow me. So I see someone walking around.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got
you
photos.
tackle him on the street.
Yeah, like oh, you my hoodie. No, I got like photos of people like in the like the clubs, the bars and stuff in Eindhoven. I got like a picture at 2 a.m. This guy wearing a shirt. This guy wearing your shirt. Called him like.
FaceTime in a club, like
That was so crazy though. if you think
That's
about
epic.
it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
So that's cool.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Next main question.
Next main question.
What does a standard day look like for you?
Right now, gee,
You can
And-
explain
and-
it
Yeah.
quickly.
quickly. It's usually waking up kind of nice in a nice time, not that early. Should change that. Sorry, Stan.
What is it?
No, no,
What's
no,
the time?
Usually at like 9:30, 10.
9:30, 10, 11.
10, 11, 12, and sometimes have lunch at 4.
But
No.
again, like sorry to interrupt, but we've had this more often that people say, "Sorry, I should wake up earlier." That's bullshit. You should.
I know. But it's like the video that Stan did a while back. Like
Ah,
the
the
6
5
a.m.
a.m.
the 5 a.m.
Alright,
video.
alright,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did that well, by the way?
If the video did well,
Yeah.
the video did well.
The 5
Well,
a.m. getting
well.
the 5 a.m. getting up. Did that do you well?
If it did me well, that's another question. But the video did well. The
Yes.
video got like 3 million views. But
Shit.
the
Yeah, you're moving numbers, bro. It's actually crazy. But anyways, I
Your
wake
day.
up 9:30, 10. Right now, I'm working on my redesigning and kind of rebranding the website of my online coaching. So I usually work on that, and then I do the coaching that I have to do for FaZe. Go to the gym, make some lunch, and then usually it's whatever I have to do or just play video games.
nice.
I edit some videos too for Sensei. I do his emails and stuff. So, but yeah, it's for right now. It's not a very
There's no real schedule, but
No.
sort of like you just do your stuff and then.
yeah. I don't really have a routine.
What does that look
that.
like? The face part of it, as in the day. So the coaching of face, for example, sounds like something you do like once a week, or is
No,
it
it's
every
like
single day?
it's every single day, but it can be like nothing for 3 days too. It depends on what they need. Like they have a couple teams, have a couple people that want something or need something from me. Check in with them every now and then, but it depends on some guys are super dedicated and really trying to lose weight, but some guys are like, oh, I just need something to work on, and then I'll just give
Oh,
them
that's.
Yeah.
I was really wondering, like, is the thing you do, the face part of Jasper, is that like a weekly thing or a monthly thing? But it's almost a daily thing.
almost a daily thing, but it's not like it's a mad
No, but-
busy thing, but it's like it's like here and there.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't really have a very steady daily routine, but
I mean, do you want to? You could give it a try.
I mean,
you
definitely.
should.
I think it's better because I think you'll be more productive in the end.
Yeah.
Because
But
what time do you go to bed?
yeah, I go like 3.
Yeah, okay, so then they go again. That's like what we have a lot. Like
Oh yeah, I have a
3
totally different like.
Yeah.
But 3 to 9, that's not a lot
enough.
of sleep.
No, that's
No,
not
I
enough,
get like
man.
6-7 hours usually. Yeah.
3.
Yeah, maybe work a bit on routines, nighttime routines, and make sure you actually go to bed a bit early would make you more productive. But at the end of the day, it's
Probably,
also
yes.
about how you feel and how you.
Yeah.
True, but
perform.
the easy starts will be just morning and evening routine
routines.
or something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
problem only is that I think if I go to bed later, like there's a lot more activity over there as well. People
Yep.
obviously 9 hours behind, so when it's a little bit later, there's a little bit more interaction with people. So that's why it started going to bed later.
That's
So-
true, but you could just sort of switch that. So you could still say like I wake up at 9 or 10 and get those 8 hours of sleep in.
Well,
And
I think rather get up a bit later because I get that because they're so far behind. You want to be working quite late at night probably because that's when
Yeah.
everyone is up and awake.
Yeah,
so why not
exactly.
just get up a bit later
Oh,
and
yeah,
still
yeah.
go to
so
bed late?
work or like
I mean, I said I
2
tried to
a.m.
get up at 9:30, but
2 a.m. till 10. That will be 8
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
So that's exactly
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we spoke a bit about the coaching and what you do, and there's a few follow-up questions I have there. So first of all, what I sort of have seen is, yes, it is changing, but in certain countries, especially in Asia, I think it's already more of a thing that you actually have a fitness coach. They live
In the game,
houses, in the
esports and
gaming
stuff.
industry.
Oh yeah, 100%. It changed a lot.
Yeah, but is that something that started more in Asia, or because that's at least the feeling I have and what I found?
They look really fit, yeah.
But they all
I've
normally live in like one house, and there's actually someone making food for them and
Yeah.
working out with them.
I haven't seen that as much. Well, now I see it a lot more. When we started, like back in 2015, there was teams that lived in houses, and I've heard of chefs and stuff, but I haven't heard of like personal trainers living there as well. But yeah, 100% get it. Like
Yeah.
when people ask me, like, it's such a big industry. There's so much money, and like in
Yeah.
some games, especially in Asia, like Dota or League of
Yeah.
Legends, it's so big. There's so much money that it only makes sense to have a massage, like a personal trainer, like you.
Spend a little more for those extra
Like these
percentage
guys,
optimization, yeah.
that's exactly how I
Yeah.
look at it too.
I don't even think it's a few extra percent. I think if you look at if you're just sitting, eating junk food and playing games, or if you're actually moving and also maybe working on mindset and all those things, and being fit, eating healthy, you're going to perform so much better.
I think so too, because when people talk about esports or playing games, like, oh, you play like whatever, but reaction time, like alertness, these guys play
Yeah.
for like 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes if you play a final and it's 4 hours, you have to be super focused for 4 or 5 hours. Not well.
You have to
if
be fit.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to be fit, like mentally and also physically. I think so.
Yeah. Have you seen differences already with the guys you work with, like also in results wise?
It's very hard to tell because with games, like the meta changes and teams change, and so it's very hard to say like, oh, this guy plays better now because of I go to the gym with him. I don't really want to say that. I want to take that credit ever.
Maybe you get feedback from them about
They
it.
It's more of a feeling good type of thing. And when we go to the tournaments, like obviously it's been a long time since COVID, of course, but like for them it was just like when they have match day, let's say they play from like 11 till 8 sometimes, like
Yeah.
mad long days. I go to the gym with them in the morning and they're like woken up and they're ready to go for the day. So that's the part that they liked a lot about it. And that obviously there was a lot of people that had some personal goals, like losing a lot of weight. There's obviously a lot of people with obesity in the esports.
But not in the face team, right? What I've seen?
We had some players, but it depends. Yeah, I feel like it sounds super stupid, but I feel like FaZe are like a lot of people are super in shape, like
Yeah.
great personality,
Because
great
of
looking.
you.
Nah, I don't want to say that, but we had some players in the Counter-Strike team. There was a guy, Guardian, funniest guy ever, super nice, but he was too heavy, like way too heavy. And it was very hard for me to get him into the gym and into that mindset. But
Did it work?
when he was at the team, it worked, but he's not in FaZe anymore, so
Oh, okay. Okay.
that
All
kind of
right.
leaves that.
Okay, yeah, that's
They
true.
can always
Yeah.
hit me up though.
Yeah, he can always hit you up, right? If he's watching or listening to this,
Ladislav,
you can hit him up.
he was great. He always told me to shut up, Jasper.
Oh, that sounds so great. Nice.
No, he was so funny.
Nice. All right, so we know a lot about like the face part and how that started and stuff. How does the logistics work? How do you like they hired you at some point?
Yeah, so I kind of finessed my way into the FaZe fitness thing, like I said. Like
Yeah.
I started helping Sensei, and then I kind of became part of that thing. And then back in the day, on the YouTube channels of big gaming teams or teams in general, there was
Yeah.
like a roster list. And the FaZe roster list was like a holy grail document, like who's on the team, and like they linked everyone's Instagram and Twitter and Twitch and stuff. And then one day I was on it, like FaZe Jasper. So I hit up the guy, Seabass, his name is Sebastian. I was like, am I in FaZe? Like, yeah, sure. So from then I was like, kind of like, oh, FaZe Jasper.
But
Kind of ran with it.
so as in like they are you getting paid financially? Like
Yeah, for the
you-
coaching thing.
But you were already before.
Then, no.
Oh, but they just said you were in FaZe.
Yeah.
Your name was just
Well,
on
back
there.
then it wasn't like there wasn't any contracts like that.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So
yeah,
if you
it's quite
if you
some
joined
time.
FaZe, it was like, especially early days of FaZe. So FaZe started in 2010. Like, it was a bunch of friends doing trick shotting in COD,
Nice,
being
yeah.
really good at it, and then everyone wanted to join. And when you joined, you're like one of the guys, but it's
Yeah,
nothing
that
like
was
a
the cool thing. Yeah, that
contract
was
or
the
like
cool
a
thing, yeah.
no. They were like 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, and of course the whole gaming industry has changed so much from, as you say, just kids gaming and having an unhealthy lifestyle to just such a big industry where it is like esports has become so big and professional.
And then now, if you join FaZe, you're like an entertainer, like
Yeah.
a media guy.
Yeah.
Well,
You
it's
have to
like,
be-
like you
you
said,
have-
celebrity. Yeah.
but
the-
you have to be more than just good at the game, as you say, right? You have to have
yeah,
personality.
sometimes, or you're disgustingly nice at the game. There's a couple people in FaZe that are so good, but their personality is not that flamboyant or like super out there. But
Yeah.
there's guys that are super funny or super charismatic,
Yeah.
and like semi good at the game.
Just entertaining.
Yeah, super entertaining.
But that's also like I think that's the right combination. If you've got only good players, that's kind of interesting
Yeah,
to see.
and
I
then
guess.
there's two sides to FaZe,
Yeah.
obviously. So the
Yeah.
esports, like the actual pro teams
Yeah,
that
of
are
course.
super good at the game, they don't have to be personalities. And then there's the entertainment signed.
Yeah.
It's a well-oiled machine, I would say.
It's a massive machine.
Yeah, and it is working very well. So yeah, all right, nice.
Yeah, FaZe is sick. It's like everybody knows FaZe. Like if you played COD back in the day, you're like, oh, FaZe, the one they spun around all the time, the
exactly.
360
That's
quick
the
scopes.
clip I have in my head as
Yeah.
well. If I think of FaZe, or at least the 2010 FaZe, yeah.
Yeah, crazy if you think about it.
We've got a lot about FaZe now, but like, what happened before that? How did you get like born?
How did you get born? Well, there was a time on a Saturday night, 3 a.m. that my mom and now.
So the start of FaZe or just Jasper. Why did you get into YouTube?
Oh, okay. So I played a lot of COD. I loved playing Call of Duty, and I was super into gaming, and a lot of my friends were. And
Around which age?
that must have been like 14, 15, so 2009, 2010.
Before that, your life wasn't interesting.
My life, oh, you want to talk about that? Super into sports, super active, all outside all the time. I wasn't inside a minute of the day. My first word was ball as a kid.
Yeah, you play a lot of football.
Yeah, play a lot of football since I was 5 years old, just outside all the time playing. I by myself with people, like whatever, doing
Didn't matter.
tricks, like practicing by myself, super active. Play tennis. I did some athletics, but just super active in general.
So you've always been quite fit.
Yeah, I would say so.
Nice.
Not in a muscly way, but like in,
being fit, yeah.
in a fit. Yeah. Just I love playing sports.
Okay, cool.
Whatever I have to do with balls.
Oh, he's making a joke himself. Nice,
Yep.
Nice.
nice. So,
So-
you like balls?
Yes, I like. No, I like sports a lot. So ball sports.
Nice. Okay. So
But yeah, and then I started playing video games. I got into Call of Duty. I can't remember how exactly.
Because that's a big difference, sort of like from
Yeah.
never being inside to.
Yes, true. But it wasn't like I quit playing sports. You know, so it was going outside and play sports and be active and stuff. And then at nighttime at 7, and then play video games. Oh, actually, I remember my Xbox. I got my Xbox for Christmas, and MW2. I remember now. And I installed it instantly. Got the first game on Underpass. I remember the map and everything. Played terribly bad, but I loved it. And I had a couple of friends that also had an Xbox. And then you obviously had the Xbox parties, and like you had the headset. And we started playing this game, and then you kind of stumble across some videos online, and you're like, "Oh, that's cool! Like you can record your gameplay,
Elgato?
No, it was a Dazzle.
Oh.
A Dazzle 101 back in the day.
Damn.
It wasn't even HD. It was standard definition recording.
Nice.
So, and you had not even HDMI. It was like the three
Oh.
red, yellow, white cable, I think.
So like the plugins.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that I bought that. The Dazzle was I think 40 euros or something. It was super
That's
cheap.
decent.
Yeah, it was nice. And we started recording our gameplay. It's not even that we were good or anything, but we just liked the idea of doing something
And this
cool.
must have
then
been 2010.
10.
Oh, then you were in like
9, 10, I would say. Yeah.
This is the early days
Early.
of recording. Like your
We started getting to the trick shotting thing. We watched FaZe, and we decided to make our own little team and like have our own trick shotting videos, and just got a bunch of friends from whole like UK, but also from here, to be in this team. We just made some team name up.
What was the team name?
We had a couple, but the first like the one that I liked the most was called High Class Distance.
High Class.
Nice.
Distance.
HCD. And
Nothing like Dragon Slayer 69 or
no,
something.
no. So my first gamer tag was Master Chap NL. Or something like, and then
NL.
Oh yeah, NL, yeah. And then after we made a team called TNT. It sounds cool.
As in the Minecraft. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Cool,
TNT. And my name is XXTNT Legends XX. I'm not even lying. Yeah. So that was that period. And then that was the Dazzle period.
Do we want to know how you came up with that name?
Cool. Well, probably like. That
Dude,
sounds cool.
XX looked so sick. It was like a small X and then a big X.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And then the other way around and the end,
Exactly.
right?
It was
Yeah,
like
there we go.
like an ending.
Yep.
Dude, TNT Legends. Legend. You can still find videos, I'm pretty sure, if you look it up.
Yeah, probably.
But
YouTube is forever.
exactly. And then we got into the HD PVR, the HD recording, and that was a little bit more professional, and you edit the videos in like After Effects or Vegas and some effects and stuff. And then we had High Class Distance, because it was cool back then to trick shot with a lot of distance, so far away. Like, so yeah, we made that into the thing, and then just got reeled into the whole YouTube scene more and more, and then kind of developed from there.
Yeah, you just flow into that because you want to upload videos. So where do you go? YouTube.
Yeah, you go YouTube, and then things were popping off there. There was a lot of cool. You can watch people in America, do
exactly.
cool
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely. Yeah.
So that was So that's kind of how I rolled into the whole YouTube thing.
And then you went into the FaZe scene, and that's
The whole trick shotting scene, and then FaZe is like the FC Barcelona, Real Madrid
Yeah.
team. Like, oh, yeah, I know. Like Temper, that's Messi,
Mm-hmm.
one of the best ever.
That's pretty cool because you mentioned them already when you basically grew up and started gaming. Like, oh, we were watching them and then
Yeah.
joining them in the end.
It's so strange because I remember in 2015 when we started FaZe Fitness, right before we started in March, and I think in April I flew to their team house in New York. There was their original FaZe house on Sunset Boulevard, I remember. And I remember flying, and I was like, the captain was speaking like, oh, we're almost landing, whatever. And New York is like a 7-hour flight. It's not even that bad. But I remember sitting there in the chair, and like, I'm about to meet all these guys that I've watched for 5 years, like just in real life. It was so strange because they were like, almost like you're like, oh, I'm about to meet Messi just because I'm hanging out with his house. Like,
that's pretty epic. Yeah, that's really
it kind of
nice.
felt like that. It was super surreal.
But yeah, I think that's a super cool story how that all happened. But I think it's also cool to see, what you plan both for yourself for the future, but maybe also how do you see the gaming industry evolve even more in the future, and what's your role in there, or could be your role in there?
Yeah, that's a tough question. I think it's just gonna get FaZe. Like, if I go back to FaZe is like also making gaming cool, but like FaZe is like becoming a lifestyle brand beyond gaming. They obviously have a very big gaming presence, and it will always base around gaming, I think. But there's a lot of athletes involved. Like, you had the Sports Illustrated cover with FaZe on it, like that stuff like that. Huge things. So I think gaming will be just like a culture thing, like super cultural.
It already
Yeah,
is, like,
into music, and then you have
it's just gonna get
artists
bigger and bigger.
yeah,
But how's Jasper? Is Jasper gonna get bigger and bigger?
testosterone shots.
Ooh.
Whoa! No, I'm kidding. But how am I getting bigger? Yeah.
Or like, what are the plans? Are there any? Because you said you were working on your own website. Are you?
Yeah, I'm redoing the website. Just not.
Are you trying to really like funnel a lot of people to that, or is it more just something you want to have properly done and then focus on the next big thing, which is?
No, I wanted to focus on my own coaching now, and doing that and having a stable basis on that. I did an ebook that I'm about to put on there as well, that I like a lot. So I'm trying to just do more content stuff and provide more value, because I haven't been uploading a lot of content recently. You know that. Just kind of been stuck into, because my problem, I think, is that I think too much into the niche of the gaming and the phase and stuff. Which could work.
It could work very well.
It could work very well, but it would work way better if I was over there. It would make way more sense. So I'm kind of stuck in that way of thinking. Now I'm here, so I have to adjust.
Yeah.
But I think in general, like having a sort of niche, right, for your coaching, saying, hey, I help gamers get fit. That's really good to stick within a niche.
Yeah.
Because if you would just say, hey, anyone who wants to, I can help, I'm sure you can. But then it doesn't really appeal to people. But if you really say, hey, I specialize in helping gamers, get in better shape and perform better, that could be like a very good selling point.
100%. But I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. The coaching is for gamers only. Like, I don't think the coaching for gamers is much different than somebody else joining the gym.
No. But that could be.
Yeah, but I do think that
it could be a selling point too.
Yeah, because we've spoken about that in the past here as well. If I'm looking for a coach, right, and I'm a gamer, and I find someone who actually has a lot of experience in helping gamers and is connected to FaZe, that is such a strong selling point. And if I'm generally just looking for a coach, or if you would say, hey, just help everyone and it doesn't matter who you are, then I wouldn't feel like, hey, this is the right fit for me.
Oh yeah, people can definitely relate better because I'm into the gaming.
They're like, when I'm thinking about this, they're literally probably like 10 series / ideas that I would have got for you. Like, literally, that would work probably, because the way
I need to pay Stan to do some content ideas.
the way you set this up, especially with FaZe connected to it as well, there could be such a big potential. If you have some traffic, you get some epic videos out, could be reacting but also helping people, and then documenting that, uploading that, and funnel some people to your website, which is really focused around your breaking the gamer stereotype, really getting people to see, all right, this guy worked with these guys. I want to get fit. Doesn't have to be too expensive, also not too cheap, but not too expensive, so gamers can actually, afford it.
Yeah.
And then if they don't watch or don't buy it, you could funnel them with a little bit of ads and literally be like, yo, this is what I worked on. You can check it out here. I've seen you checked it out. Maybe you want to check it out again.
100%. The retargeting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but I got your stuff all the time.
Lots of people say that, yeah, but I mean, I do that because there are so many people going to the website that are there's so many people, there's so much traffic going to a single website, and I mean, yeah, I get it. It's sometimes hard to decide to pay, especially if it's a more expensive course or program, whatever. But if you retarget them, saying like, yo, this is exactly what's in there. I'm super proud of the course as well, because I know it's good. I know it's for what you get. It's extremely cheap, but like they don't know that because they don't have the course yet.
Yeah,
so,
and maybe they don't know you. They find your video because it's a viral, because you only make viral videos nowadays. But no, I get it. You know what's funny? And it's totally unrelated. Well, kind of related, but the comments under those ads on Facebook are so funny. Do you ever read them?
I read them sometimes, but I on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too much on Facebook.
No, it's so funny. You should read some.
What are the comments?
Just like people like, you say something like, only for like, let's say $80 you can buy this course and this is the value, blah blah blah, and then someone's like, why not free? Stuff like that.
I've seen that one, but then someone else replied to that as well, saying like, yo, this guy worked on it like for almost a year, and
exactly.
I didn't even say it, but I spend probably in total more than 10K, especially on everything, and I'm gonna be spending a lot more. Like, why would it be free?
Yeah.
And then obviously you don't reply, but I don't like.
Yeah, I think the funny thing is that we, because I made the website for the
course,
the landing page, and one of the things we include in the website is check where people click and how much time they spend on every single element.
Makes
and
sense.
The one place where most people by far click is completely at the bottom of the page. Why is it not free? So we actually
We have
rewrote.
a frequently asked question.
Yeah.
Jesus
so actually,
Christ.
based on that, you rewrote that to make it even stronger and really show why it's not free. Because if you put so much time and effort in the course,
Oh.
and it's not just recording the course, it is years and years and years of experience of learning how to do everything for you as well.
100%.
Like,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
many hours have you spent in the gym in your life? Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you don't even
A
know.
lot, yeah.
So just expecting that to be free is just such a wrong mindset, I think.
Yeah.
Plus,
It's the internet,
Yeah,
people.
it's the internet.
People
Yeah.
will comment
I
anything.
kind of get it. I
everything.
mean, maybe guys like 14, 15, and obviously can't spend $90 and really wanted to start. But yeah, that's the internet.
I completely agree with what Stan said, which is, I think just being within that that gaming niche, being connected to FaZe, and then having a good landing page, funnel people there, that could really be big.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like it isn't like anything new in a sense. Like,
No.
it's just doing that and like doing it and having a good idea. And the problem for me was the past, I mean, I would say year and a half, is like I'm figuring out if I like to produce content as much as I used to. I just made videos that I was like, wasn't
I get
really
it.
happy with.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you compare yourself with like people you like watching, so like
Yeah.
their videos and stuff, and they like look at your own videos like, meh.
Yeah, I get that. So that's at some point you
But
gotta
I should
decide.
upload.
Yeah, you gotta decide at some point. Like, I think everyone can enjoy making videos. Though, if you are working on it for a long time and there's no results, it's going to be hard to like
Yeah,
it.
that's what
Um,
what I had, like the views. Like, I had more views back in the FaZe Fitness days than now. So
But you got to keep in mind that when you're doing that, and you've been on and off for like a few years, maybe now. If you gotta grind now and be like, all right, maybe I gotta start all over again, but I'm gonna be grinding for 90, 120 or an entire year. Then there will be results. I'm 100% sure if you do it properly with
Yeah,
the
no, I
right
agree.
research and stuff. But it's probably like, all right, I've been working on this for now a month, and I've been pretty consistent. I've uploaded 5-6 videos, put a lot of time in it. I've been working till late, and there's no results. It's easy to say, all right, that's it. I'm not going to do it anymore because you've all those years of sort of experience and have experience. Maybe
the
some
numbers
growth.
make you crazy, dude.
Yeah, numbers make you crazy.
It's you like if 10,000 people watch your stuff, like that's a lot of people
It's a
watching.
lot of people, yeah.
And then they're like, maybe I used to get 40K, and like now it's only 10. But if you think about it, like 10,000 people watching something is
or even
mad.
if you haven't experienced that, it could be like,
Oh, it could be
this
4,000 to
this guy
1,000.
this guy's getting 10 million views.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I not getting 10
Yeah.
million views?
There's always like the next level.
There's always an
Oh,
next level.
100%.
But
Yeah.
it's about getting, I think it's about getting your goals straight, and this is what I want to do. And in order to achieve those goals, this is what I need to put out.
Yeah, you kind of have to reverse engineer everything.
Yeah, exactly. But also hopefully enjoy the whole process,
Yeah.
which is what you said. Like, I'm
Yeah,
trying to think
haven't
if I
been-
enjoy this.
Look,
or,
I haven't been enjoying it as much,
yeah.
especially on YouTube. I like Instagram more, but Instagram is dying. So
Yes, and that is thank you for this little bridge.
Nice.
So actually, 2 weeks prior to uploading this podcast, we had another podcast going online about my sort of Instagram and why I had to delete my Instagram and get a new Instagram account.
Okay.
And we spoke about you in that podcast because you had quite some issues with your Instagram
Dude.
account. Can you tell us a bit about what happened?
just the internet being the internet. One day I was just scrolling on my Instagram, refreshing the feed, as you do. And then it said, couldn't refresh feed. I'm like, whatever, Instagram, like a
Yeah.
connection thing. And then I swipe again and I get logged out of my account. Like, am I getting hacked? Like, what's going on? And so I try to log back in, and then I get the screen that pops up like, hey, you've been, like something like you've been banned for violating our terms. I'm like, I just refreshed my feed, man. Relax. So I clicked through it. Like, if this is a mistake, let us know. And then I clicked on that, and you had to fill in this form. And it said, your account has been banned for impersonation. So then I was like, whoa, that's strange. Because I'm me,
Yeah.
And so I kind of go to Twitter and like ask like what the fuck's going on. A couple of people had like, oh, I had it back for like 2 days. It's fine, it's a mistake. So I was like, oh, makes sense. It can happen. I guess it's not fun, but whatever. Couple days, I'll be back. And those couple days became a week, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Hit up FaZe, like, listen, this is the problem. Do we know anything about Facebook, or do we know anyone at Instagram? They're like, oh yeah, we have a person that are like a Facebook Connect person, I guess. It's like, okay, cool, that sounds good. I hit him up, and then we'll get it fixed. A week goes by, nothing from the guy, nothing from my Instagram. And then a month goes by. I'm like, this is trash. Like, now it's serious. So I keep asking people, I keep watching YouTube videos or like go on forums and then ask like, what the fuck's going on with my Instagram?
So you had no contact whatsoever with
Nothing.
proper contact.
Did they ever
Sucks for a
reply
month.
to? Because I had the same. So I did. Well, it was very different. But I at some point had to send a photo of myself holding my passport.
And a paper with the code.
Yeah, but just no, like they don't. Yeah.
It's like I heard, like obviously I have some big connections in LA and like with the influence and stuff. Like people like very like a lot of followers, and I hit them up like, dude, do you know anybody that works anywhere? I had the head of YouTube gaming. I asked him like, hey, he must know someone, you know, like the head of YouTube gaming worldwide, massive position. He's like, I don't know anyone on Facebook or Instagram. I'm like, dude, now I'm screwed. If he doesn't know anyone, like, if I have to fill in a form and wait for that, that's just no point. No. But someone told me, like, they get, like, 1 million requests a day or something, like, like an absurd number. So I was like, well, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So then someone sent me a website where you can pay people to have it unbanned. And I kind of was figuring out along the way who banned me, for one, because someone posted a video of like banning me and another FaZe member.
What? But why? Can you tell us a bit more about that? So what happened?
Why? Because it's fun. Because it's,
but how did they get you banned?
So what they do is they buy verified accounts, and then they copy your profile picture, your bio, and like your website link or something, and then they flag your own profile for impersonation. So what the algorithm does, it's probably a machine thing, like, oh, same picture, same bio, same name, not obviously same ad, but this one's verified, this one isn't. Well, must be true. See ya. And then they just fuck you off.
That's so crazy, yeah.
So I figured out who did it, kind of. Well, not the actual person's name, but the account. And just I was like, do I pay someone? And like some people are like charging like $2,000-$3,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, the problem is if I pay that and the other guy is like, oh, next day, see you later.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find a solution through FaZe, because I thought like if we get from FaZe through Instagram, like we can request verification instantly and like everything can be solved instantly.
Yeah.
But we just didn't get an answer. So eventually, after I think it was almost close to 4 months, I hit you up. And you connected me with Bob, and Bob, you connected me with someone else.
Yeah.
And then I paid someone else online through Twitter to try it as well. I was just trying everywhere. I was like, and they all was like, that this guy was like $400, but you only pay him if they worked.
Yeah.
So I spoke to your guy, and I spoke to the guy on Twitter, and then the guy on Twitter like a week later was like, hey, I fixed it. Here's a screenshot, and I got it back, like randomly just sitting.
Damn.
So I paid that guy $400, I think it was, or something.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, sure. Okay, see ya.
It's such a... That everything is possible here. Like, that everything here, what you just said, that is even possible, makes it such a weird place.
So it's only possible if you have less than 100,000, they explained. And there's a bigger chance it works if you have a profile picture with your face on it. Because if that's what the machine sees as well when they copy. So now my profile picture on Instagram is just my body.
Yeah.
There's no face. So it's harder so if they want to try it again, it's harder for the machine to detect impersonation.
Oh, because you're not using the real face.
Yeah, I'm not using a face of myself.
Or maybe you should buy 15K followers now.
Someone said that to me, like, just buy 15. I was like, I want to get 100K by myself, though.
Trust me, if you do that, your whole engagement will be like...
you shouldn't definitely...
but my engagement is now already trash. So
So when it came back, was there a big difference in terms of engagement and those things?
The first picture back was like the big, like, oh, I'm back thing. So that was the engagement was really good there. But it definitely died after.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
But it's just so crazy how all of this can actually happen, and how, I mean, I get if Instagram gets 1 million requests a day, sure, it's a lot, but at the same time, they make so much money, and they should be protecting the people, because why would you want to keep using Instagram if you get screwed?
Yeah, I've heard that because what he said as well, because the platform is so big, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook itself, like a million requests, there is no manual work that can handle a million requests.
No, of course.
There is no, and because so many people online, literally everyone is on Facebook and Instagram. There's also a lot of people that write just requests or anything. Like a lot of people from like all around the world, they're asking stuff. So there's no, and probably 99% they don't even need to reply to, because they're probably like things like, hey, can you give me money? Maybe even stuff like that. They're literally
random
sending
shit,
that.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's hard to really filter through that, and
Yeah.
But
yeah,
there must
they
be-
should fix it.
There must be ways. So, for example, of course, when for me there was someone actually impersonating me and bought a lot of followers, and they all started reporting me as being the fake account as well.
Yeah.
And you know, we did get, both of us, I think, quite a lot of people to report the fake account. Then I did the intellectual property claim and everything, and all I got back was they're not violating the terms.
Yeah, so stuff like that.
So like they
or
copy everything I do, not violating
they,
the terms.
they should have a bit better filter when it comes to, all right, is there getting so many requests or so many...
There must be something going on.
Yeah,
there.
or maybe a like serious. If you have a serious urgent request that should be answered within 48 hours, we're going to look at this manually. If you write something here that's not important, your account could be disabled for something
that.
like that. Like this is something very important.
Yeah.
So if there's stuff like that.
Well, you can get help, but if you're a big ad spender on Facebook,
Oh yeah.
then you have an ad manager or like someone.
Yeah.
And I
obviously.
talked to a couple of those, and then it was through the Bankzitters.
Oh yeah.
They have like an actual Facebook manager, like FaZe has, but the guy at FaZe, I don't know, for some reason he didn't work anymore or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. But and then they were like, "Oh well, I see the problem, but we're not gonna help you."
All right.
So like, nice,
Nice.
dig it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I went through a lot of people.
But
Just-
what goes through my mind right now, actually, the first thing that goes through my mind, because you have Instagram, to me, it looked like Instagram was your main source of revenue.
Yep.
So 4 months, we know a lot about FaZe, so FaZe is paying you probably a monthly fee.
Yeah, no, I had Alpha Lead and G Fuel. So there was
Alpha Lead and G Fuel as well.
also,
But
like,
they are relying on Instagram.
yeah, but they were like, they understood what was going on.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it was
yeah.
not like, oh, well, you're not posting, so fuck off. It was like, damn, that sucks. Let us know what's going on, but you're fine.
But even those big brands couldn't like reach out and
No.
nothing happened. Yeah, it's
G Fuel
crazy.
didn't, and they spent a lot on ads.
Yeah, that's a good,
Yeah.
it's a
And
good
Alpha Lead
question,
doesn't, yeah, well, they're big, but I don't think they're big like that.
yeah, but G Fuel spends a lot on ads as well, so they could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, if FaZe cannot get this done,
No one can.
no one can.
Exactly.
That's
Because
what it
FaZe
sounds
is
like.
like, dude, 10 million followers. You'd have to have almost a person at Instagram working in your office.
Basically, yeah,
Right?
you would say
Like-
that.
Dude, whatever. It's just.
It is.
I'm glad it's over, and I hope it doesn't happen again because
Yeah.
But it sounds like because of that, also because of your sort of like what you said, posting, is the just to sort of make a bridge to that, because I was very interested in that because of your Instagram, the financial part. Are those 3 sponsorships like the source of revenue that's steady,
yeah,
and then besides that it goes like that
yeah,
because
it's-
of
with coaching and like
Coaching,
whatever I do or Lorena's effort stuff, if I put out a new design or
yeah.
so that's fluctuating, yes. But
Yes.
those are the
Is there would you want to grow that or is that going all right? Are you fine with the place you are right now?
in terms of financial.
Yeah.
I honestly want to grow it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
some
no,
people-
100%. So that's why I did the ebook as well. Like coaching, you can only grow as much. You can only scale it as much as you're able to work on it, I guess.
Yeah.
And so now I'm going to be releasing the ebook, which is obviously like I made it and now you can buy it. And just some standard workout stuff, routines,
Yeah.
just like a $10 thing.
Coaching wise, you can make some steps. Like there's a lot possible, and I noticed I do some coaching myself, and not that's really big. I had dinner with an old student of mine. He is a coach, and he now does $500,000 a month by coaching people.
What the fuck? He has an app or something?
No.
How the fuck?
So well, one of the things he has is
But he's not a gamer.
no. Okay, we have to make this little remark. So I do business coaching. He does business coaching.
Okay.
So the rates are a bit different, but also
Yeah.
they're very different.
Yeah, a little bit.
But also
It's
he
not
has
a
like
40,
a group.
4 euros a month type of thing. 50 a month. It's like a 2K a month thing. 5. 9.
Yeah, roughly 100K a year. You have to pay a year upfront. But that's one of the things he offers. And yes, that's not one. And we'll get him on the podcast as well for people wondering. But one of the things he has is, and that's also what I used to have. I used to have a Facebook group, and you paid in my group $75 a month. and I would go sort of live for group coaching every week. And you can easily get 100 people in there. And he has like thousands of people in his Facebook group
That's
where you pay.
crazy.
And just but you can do the same. 100%.
Yeah, you can
different rate. But if it's $20, $30 a month, and you just, and they also help each other, right? It becomes a community, and you can get hundreds of people in there. I'm sure.
I would say I wanted to agree with that, but that's the thing with what I've experienced myself, especially with Patreon and stuff like what we've seen. It's not as niche. The business, it works so well, and Facebook groups for fitness, it just doesn't. It's so weird.
Okay, but how about you make a free group, right? They just have to answer a few questions in order to be able to join, so you know what their problem is, what they struggle with. In there, you give some value, and that's your whole lead pool. You have hundreds and thousands of people in there, and you can actually start reaching out to them or hire someone who starts to reach them out on commission-based.
Yeah, in that sense, you can, yeah.
So
But on a personal level, how I do coaching now, like it's obviously super personal.
Yeah.
But I
There's
don't
only
hope you
so
charge
much-
$40 a month, do you?
50.
Yeah.
And you had daily check-ins?
No,
Okay.
weekly
Oh, okay,
check-ins.
okay.
Yeah, no, not daily.
But weekly,
But weekly
like
is still like $10 a...
calling or like texting?
No, just text.
Okay.
But it's like the people that I target are like super young.
Yeah, so that's what I have
course,
as well.
yeah.
Like it's hard to. That's why I don't do a lot of one-on-one either. Also because like it takes way too much time. I'm busy with a lot of other stuff, but also because you want to help them, and that's really epic.
Yeah.
That's a really epic part of the process. But working with people that don't have any budget and they probably don't understand it as well, as in like, yo, I can spend an hour or 2 hours a week on you, but spending $5 for that's just like I need to do a lot of other stuff as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's
It's yeah.
especially if you want to grow your revenue, like you said, that's going to be part of it. So you need to sort of find a way to filter everything out, help as many people as possible in a way you like,
Yeah.
and then also in a way you can sustain for yourself. Because I am also always like, it's going well, but I want to make sure everything is going consistently well or even better. Because at some point, like I'm 50, 60, like no one's gonna sponsor me anymore. No one is gonna do this for me.
Oh,
anymore.
100%. Yeah.
So that's
There's gonna be an end to it somehow.
yeah, and I don't want to probably get sponsored until I'm like 60. So something like that. I think I want to build my own stuff, So
Yeah.
I was wondering like how that was for you, but it looks like you're building on it.
Yeah, I'm still building on it. I just don't want to, like, I don't know, whatever comes on my path. I guess just building it now is, I think, the main priority. Just building the brand of Jasper and like relentless effort as well.
Yeah. When's the next drop?
It will be very shortly, actually.
Check it out.
Finishing the website, but yeah, I have shirts.
Shirts.
They're really nice.
Shirts for the like end of summer
Yeah,
gains.
they were supposed to be before summer, but my Instagram was dead, so
yeah.
I couldn't promote anything.
No.
So I had these shirts on in a box at my house for half a year.
Oh, should have brought one.
I should have brought one.
Yeah.
Shit.
2, 5. I actually have a side question. Because we went past this. What did you do?
OnlyFans? No,
What do you do in terms of school?
nothing.
What
No,
did
so-
you do in terms of school?
I did nothing. I didn't finish anything.
High school.
I finished high school.
Yeah, but that was like okay. So you
Yeah, I
did
finished high school and then I did a year of film academy in Amsterdam.
okay. So no uni or anything.
No, I
People who
didn't.
don't do uni are quite stupid most of the time.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot. I'm
How many of
still
us?
a
How many of us have
special.
finished uni here? Yeah. So there
Dude,
we go.
all my people who are millionaires didn't finish school.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, I think Noah he's still finishing his.
No, it's
education.
like it. I already knew, like in high school, that I wasn't about to do that. I didn't know. For some reason, I always said to myself, I don't like it. But
I kind of knew it as well already. I mean, the only reason I wanted to do is to because I didn't sort of show that it was sustainable what I was doing or sustainable enough. So I had to make everyone around me
for
happy.
your parents, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents, when I did half a year of HBO, whatever,
Yeah.
uni, I guess.
College.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's call it college. I did half a
Let's
year.
get late.
Yeah, that's what he said, right?
Let's get late?
Let's get late college.
Let's call it college.
Okay.
Let's get late college. Nice. That's a great title. Let's get late college. But that's actually a fun podcast name. Let's get
Yeah,
late.
maybe we should use it
Let's
as a
get late.
title.
Oh, just
Yeah.
let's get late.
Yeah. Anyways, I did half a year. It was like a IT business combination. It had a lot of marketing that I liked a lot, but I also had like very technical coding stuff. So it wasn't me. So I quit after half a year, and then the Face Fitness thing kind of came, same period. And I told my parents, like, I kind of want to do this. And they're like, well, first of all, what is this? YouTube, what is that even? I'm like, oh yeah, you can make a lot of money, whatever. Like, I remember showing my dad like KSI. He had his Lamborghini, like the purple Lambo, and I was like, this is his car. He does YouTube videos. He's like, he's lying. It's not his car.
It's not his car.
Yeah, it was like that. So my mom told me like, oh, okay, sure, you can try it, but you have to pay rent here to live, and you have to go work. So I went work at Appie, Albert Heijn. just very casual, 30 hours a week or something, like almost full time.
Damn.
And then I did that for a couple months. And then I went to New York because I could fly over there.
Damn, you were when you flew to New York, you were not making enough revenue
Oh,
online.
no.
You
I
were
was
just-
making zero.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
when I flew to New York, I had nothing. I had no
parents,
Instagram.
My parents wouldn't even let me do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
They
that's
said
g-
like, sure.
That's
Oh,
cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that's
listen.
cool.
I went to New York with nothing. No YouTube, no fitness content, no Instagram, nothing.
Oh, damn.
Well, damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and my, at Albert Heijn, my boss, I was like, can I go to, there's an opportunity. I want to go to New York for 3 weeks. And she's like, no. So I'm like, well, unpaid. You don't have to, like, unpaid. I'll just go. She's like, no. I'm like, why? She's like, it's unfair to the others. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not getting paid. Just let me leave for 3 weeks. She's like, nope. Like, okay, I'll quit then. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, good, because you shouldn't be working for a boss. I'm like,
Okay,
Sure.
that's cool. Yeah.
but she's like, she told me like, you shouldn't be working for a boss. I was super annoying. I can't handle when like something is not efficient or something. And they're like, oh, well, just the way we do it. I'm like,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just this is way better. Like, nope. So then I went to New York and then never looked back. And then we landed a Quest sponsorship, Quest bars.
Ah.
And then I think I made like 600 a month from that.
Cool.
and-
That's nice. For
and
sure.
that was
Probably
nice.
more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
you were making at Appie.
Yeah, well, I'll be 30 hours a week. It
Oh,
was not
30 hours a
that,
week.
it was
Okay,
not that
all right.
bad.
All right, 30 hours a
But-
week.
Because yeah, you had to pay rent as well.
Yeah.
It's not like my
No,
mom
okay,
was
you'll-
charging $1,000 a month to
1,500.
like fuck. No, it was like a symbolic number, but like she was like,
I think it's good.
Yeah, that was a nice way.
I do want to say one thing, and because we all agreed really fast when you said, "Oh yeah, all millionaires didn't finish uni or high school." This is not a podcast where we tell people to drop out.
Oh, no.
I think it's very good to realize like, what do I really want to do, and if you want to become a business owner, entrepreneur, do your own thing, then in a lot of cases it doesn't make sense to go to uni. However, if
Yeah.
you want to become a lawyer, if you want to become something else,
like practical stuff. You
practical
need to
stuff,
learn.
you need uni, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. So I think it's important because we
Oh,
very
and-
often talk about,
Yeah.
we all didn't do it here, but
For some businesses, even it could be beneficial to go to like uni or
Yeah,
simultaneously.
definitely.
Like,
networking and stuff.
networking
even that.
definitely, but also like just the IT part of it. Like you can learn it online, obviously, but like you have an IT company which is going decently well.
Yep.
And you didn't go to uni for that, so
No, I can't
it doesn't
code.
have to be, but
Yeah.
you probably could be because there's lots of people who work for you that do.
yeah.
did-
But if I look, the people I hire,
there.
I don't care if they finished uni. Well, uni actually, I don't even want them. But
Is it too
college,
expensive?
No,
Oh.
uni when it comes to coding is very much like. So if you go to college, you actually are doing a lot of coding. If you go to uni, there's a lot of like background and theory behind it, and
real?
it's more for software engineering, things like that.
I thought it was the other way around.
No. College is
College is
more
way more
practical.
practical, yeah.
You do a lot more. But I actually, the guy who's been working with me the longest, never even finished it. He just was coding in his free time and creating games and creating other
Sick,
things.
sick.
So he knew actually how it works, and that is much more valuable to me than someone teaching you this is how you should be doing it in theory. So yeah, again,
Fuck
it all
your theory, I
depends.
need a game, dude. What the hell?
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so you should probably do that. Yeah, I don't care how you do it.
yeah. But same for you. If you need someone to, who can edit your videos,
no,
they
I'm
don't
not
have to
gonna-
go to the film academy.
no,
No, but
definitely not.
if you have to do your taxes, you probably need someone that knows
that did
taxes.
Yes, exactly.
go to uni
For
the
ta- yeah,
taxes.
exactly.
that's
So
what-
the-
yeah, okay,
Again,
yeah,
it really depends on what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
true.
Cool.
But dude, all my friends are in uni and working now, so
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
they're all
No,
they're
there's-
all fine.
Yeah,
Go to
definitely.
uni, dude, if you can, if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. I think let's go a bit towards our ending questions.
The ending.
That
Still
is,
no
uh,
OnlyFans stand. How many
Okay.
times?
Oh yeah. Okay. So how's your OnlyFans doing?
Good. I uploaded like 1,400 videos, I think, in the past 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, I've
And,
seen them.
dude.
They
I don't
were
know. I just
amazing,
get these
man.
mad requests.
Yeah, they're
Like
looking
this
amazing.
guy SB on OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, you got some cake. Oh,
Nice. Oh, but
okay. So no, he's not on OnlyFans. No,
I should.
You should. Oh yeah.
Dude, you can make so much money on OnlyFans. It's actually crazy.
Get
The numbers
those-
that I hear, I don't know. I would
So why don't you?
just no.
All right, so no OnlyFans
No
as
OnlyFans.
of right now, as of today for Jasper. But we have a question. We always end with one
good for the
question.
Well,
title.
two questions.
Well, we end with two questions.
Yeah. All
Are you
well,
happy?
well,
How are you feeling today?
the first one is, what do you believe is the next big thing?
For me or in general?
In general, but maybe in the gaming industry,
Whoa.
because as we spoke about that.
The next big thing in gaming?
Something revolutionary.
Like augmented reality stuff.
Yeah, VR stuff as well. Like,
Yeah, VR, augmented. Yeah, like, just imagine like sitting at a table with like a hologram thing,
just looking at your phone as well.
like through the phone or something, or like
seeing
playing,
a fucking Pikachu here.
like stuff like that. I think those are the.
I mean, that is definitely going big.
I mean, Pokemon Go was sick.
Yeah,
They
obviously.
made so much money.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Okay, so augmented reality. Good
Yeah,
answer. Good
yeah,
answer.
I like it.
Next
Yeah.
one. What do you excel at? What is your superpower?
Shit.
What are you good at? What are you really good at?
Ooh,
You can brag. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I can brag.
You can
For sure.
You're
I'm not
here
much
right
of a
now.
bragger. I
Oh.
think I'm emotionally very intelligent.
Okay.
Emotionally very. So you have a high EQ.
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you think
more
so?
than an IQ.
No,
Do you
no,
think
no.
so? More than IQ.
More. I mean, I would say you're. You sound like a smart guy. You know.
I know how to sound smart. Maybe that's the thing.
Oh, that's a.
That can be a superpower as well.
That can be a super. I know how to sound smart.
Yeah.
I know how to manipulate
Okay,
people.
so
into
but why
think-
the why the high EQ?
I don't know. What do you mean? Why?
As in,
Why do you have this, man? Come on.
As in, why do you say that? As in, you've noticed this around.
No. I just I don't know what else to say. Like, what am I good at? I'm good at helping people. I'm good at.
Yeah. So your IQ. I mean, I
No,
like
but
that
I think
answer.
EQ is part of also helping people.
Oh,
'cause
100%.
In
yeah.
order to be able to help
Empathy
people, you have
and like
to.
understanding
Exactly.
other people, relating to other
Yeah,
people.
I just wanted to put
Yeah.
a picture. Like, you shouldn't be so on your toes. No.
Dude, I'm always on my toes. I'm 5'7", dude.
Just like Big Bob.
I actually
a small
yesterday
people
my story, I asked people, okay, so how tall do you actually think I am? Because he's been calling me Big Bob, and people were saying like 2 meters or like, and I'm like, almost,
Not quite.
not quite,
Some
not quite.
people like, for some reason, I look tall in my pictures.
Angles, man,
Angles.
It's dude.
it's angles.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
it's not like I look at Yordi or something, like someone take picture like make me look tall or something.
Yeah, true. I
It's
mean,
weird. I don't know why.
I think in general, it's if you're big, so like if you're a bit muscular, you're a bit big. People in their minds also think you're like tall. I think that happens a lot.
Unless you're super like massive big and then you look like a spherical
True.
yeah,
And,
walking thing.
Well, everything. I'm small now because I had a picture with my girlfriend who looked bigger, taller than me. Because I was I was flexing. I was, I'm like I'm 3-4 centimeters taller, right? But because girls in general they look like they're smaller most of the time. So if my girlfriend is just normal sized girl, then he must be small.
Yeah.
But no, she's tall. It's
It's her fault.
my-
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna break up.
What the fuck?
And on that bombshell, I think we should end today's podcast.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you for
here.
having me. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the links to Jasper, his Instagram, YouTube, it's all in the show notes, in
If
the
the Instagram's
description.
still there tomorrow,
Yes,
then
it is.
We're
It's still
gonna
there.
assume so. So yeah, thank you so much.
Do you have any guest requests? Do you want to say
Oh,
like,
yeah.
who should be the next guest?
ooh,
That's possible.
Marijn.
Ryan could be cool. We actually have him on the planning. I mean, that could be fun. Yeah,
Marijn is good to have.
very interesting. I guess. Yeah.
Like maybe like maybe some mainstream people like JJ or something. JJ Boske.
Could be, but that's like more Dutch based.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Wow. KSI. No.
KSI.
All right,
You've got
let's do it.
contact. You've got contact.
I do.
Probably not very intimate.
He does have Ren's effort stuff though. I send him all the time.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Sick. Does he like it?
Yeah.
Nice. He seems like a fun dude.
Dude, he's so
Yeah.
nice. he's like, if you watch his videos, like he's one of those people that he's just himself.
I believe that for sure.
Or just you meet a lot of people, like especially LA and stuff, that are like kind of weird, and online they're like super fun or whatever, and like in real life they're like kind of strange, sort of fake, online, yeah. But he is like super nice.
Sick.
Right, well, I think we found our new guest.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
nice.
I know you're probably watching. Thanks.
I mean, yeah. All right.
All right,
Nice.
cool. If you are listening on Spotify, iTunes, anything, don't forget to rate us. It would really help us out a lot. Give a rating to this podcast.
Smash rating.
Smash
rating.
Smash 5-star rating. And we'll see you in the next
one
episode.
Thank you for having me.
Goodbye. Baba booey. Ah.